what a stunning place you chose to have your wedding day. Absolutely gorgeous. And I must say the best men rub up quite nicely, don't they?
You're right.
I first met Carrie and James at university in Aberystwyth 10 years ago now. When I first went to uni, I remember being really nervous. I was just 18 years old and it was the first time I'd ever been away from home. And I didn't know anybody at all. My mum dropped me off at my halls of residence, and that's when I had the opportunity to meet some of the girls that were on my floor. I was introduced to Mary. She wore brown sandals and bright blue nylon socks, and she presented me to herself as a far-out lesbian who was looking for love, which was nice. Then there was Laura, who had really long dark hair, and she always read this really dark poetry and didn't really speak much and sat in the kitchen. And another girl had a really monotone voice and talked mostly about her cat at home, which was also quite worrying. So as you can imagine, this presented me with a rather bleak future in our university halls. On one of the first nights at university, I managed to persuade a couple of them to come to one of the student bars with me, and we sat right by the pool table, and while we were there, I was pretty quiet most of the time because we didn't have much to talk about that. And then this girl caught my eye, who was playing pool with all these guys. She was striking, she was beautiful, confident, had a huge smile, and she was wearing really chunky buffalo boots, a crop top, and lashings of black eyeliner and mascara. And I remember thinking, this girl looks pretty cool, and I bet she's really good fun to hang out with. And funnily enough, by pure chance, I saw the same girl the next day in the art centre. It was packed full of people, and she looked as late and lost as me. And as it turned out, we were going to the same place, so we were both really late and flustered. And we were ushered into the theatre where the head of drama was giving the welcome speech. But everyone in the theatre looked round at us and we got to the front. We had to sit, and both of us had this terrible cough. So we kept introducing him, getting into a speech. So Carrie kept giving me mints and chewing gum. And then the following term I moved into her hall, right opposite her room, and we've been best friends ever since. Carrie has the biggest heart of anyone I have ever met. She would do absolutely anything for her friends. When my mum died in the third year, she did all she could to be with me and help me through. She was my rock, who really looked after me and has always been there through thick and thin. She is, without doubt, the sister I never had. She feels like part of my family and always will. She is non-judgmental, open, honest, kind, loving, generous beyond belief. And not many people know this. She can do a mean Tina Turner impression. Which had me laughing so hard I could hardly breathe. Which she might do later on. She is an adventurous soul with endless energy. At university her nickname was the Duracell Bunny. And her positivity is infectious. She is courageous in many ways, going off travelling around the world on her own, bungee jumping, hurling herself out of aeroplanes, and she is always up for trying new things and giving everything a go, and I love that about her. She is a hula hooping, gym loving, taekwondo kicking, dancing frisbee master. And despite being fairly indecisive and a terrible cook, at university she used to eat boiled veg and ketchup, and that was pretty much it. She excels in any social situation. She is the biggest people person ever. She is magnetic, a social butterfly who enjoys other people's company and parties and dancing. She floats around the room with ease, charming the pants off everyone with her warm, bubbly and slightly crazy nature. She will be forever young. At university, she had not one, not two, but 3 21st birthday parties. And managed to she was still 21.
Live since.
Yeah, exactly. So Carrie, I want to say to you, thank you for always being there for me, for making me smile when I've been sad, for holding my hair back when I really needed you, for taking notes in lectures when I was too hungover and couldn't go, for encouraging me to get my tongue pierced, which I missed, for visiting me lots in Cornwall, for holding my hand when it really mattered, for all the late night chats and phone calls, for all the cards and letters you sent me over the years, and for the constant support, friendship and love that you give me. I am very lucky to have you as my best friend. Now at university I also met Ozzy Rah Rah Rah! As he was known back in those days. And it must be said that James had a bit of a crush on young Carrie in the first year. In fact, after a particularly messy evening singing drinking songs and consuming messy pints, I found James camped outside Carrie's bedroom, declaring his undying love for her. So as you can see, perseverance definitely pays off. In fact, I actually have with me some photographic evidence of the couple's first kiss. There's quite a lot of tongue there, guys. This, I think, was in the first year on Ozzy's birthday. I'm going to leave that there, feel free to browse. I never thought from that night in the student union that we would be here 10 years later in Santorini celebrating your wedding. It took ages to find it, I was really happy. James is a very lucky man, and equally, Carrie is very lucky to have fallen in love with him. James, like Carrie, will do absolutely anything for his friends. He has a huge heart and a generous spirit and a fantastic sense of humour that will keep Carrie laughing till she's old and grey and still 21. I wish both of you all the love and happiness in the world, and all the rest stay to the happy couple, Carrie and James.